Incinerate first is an interesting choice, right? The damage adds up quick. So I think a misplay by me, right? To decide to go for the Archmage, but that's kind of the nature of Incinerate. Once you start, you really can't stop. Peons there, adds some distraction. Yeah, we're towering, buddy. Let's go. Hi, everyone. This is going to be a fun recording because, yes, we are going over many W3 Champions games. Making my glasses on, right? We're looking forward to this one because, you know, we're going to be seeing some actual footage of me playing. So we really get to be critical here. This is an interesting set of games. We're probably just going to watch them all the way through. We're going my barracks first build here into early grunt. Now, I don't like that. Don't like the wisp distracting my grunt there at all. Would much prefer to just be on the path there. So we get scouted, and if we're really on top of it, we just train an alter hero just as some illusion. So we see there 14 seconds left until we can get the Fire Lord. Just keep that in mind, because the Fire Lord, like, part of the weakness of this build is we could get the Fire Lord like now, but we don't, because we instead want this grunt to do this. You guys may be familiar with this fun strategy, so you aggro. Oh, could have done a little bit more. Come on, get there. Yeah, you go, right? So you aggro the creeps, and then these guys go in. Now, unfortunately, how do we avoid that net? That's really unfortunate. So we're still doing the backpack, but it's very unfortunate that the net gets hit there. We do get to distract, but it didn't quite go the way we wanted to. The net has my grunt really low. And yeah, it did not work there, right? And our hero is just out low, as in slow. Rolius is cool strat. Yeah, cool strat, but not very efficient. At this point, I would have preferred a peon there, just so my Fire Lord could have gotten in the action more, made that more meaningful, probably even protected the grunt more. At this stage, the gambit didn't quite work off. It didn't quite work out, though thankfully I do get to disrupt the creeping here, so in hindsight, I'm trying to attack the Keeper of the Grove here, but you know, the Archer is right there, and now it's daytime, so, I mean, now it's nighttime, so I missed my daytime opportunity to attack the Archer there. Now that it's night, I should be teching. Now that so, if I had a hotkey, I could have been looking at my units and creeping faster. So now that, what have we actually done here? We've Soulburn creeping on the Forest Shadow Priest. Good little note there. If you do ever go Fire Lord Forest, you can easily pick up this creep spot faster than most because you don't have to worry about the healing at all. Shenchi Ward's pretty good drop. Looking back on this game, I don't really like my usage here. I guess I'm really paranoid of getting creep jacked, but like, why? I think I should have just kept the sentry there and use it as a form of dust when I eventually fight. So, alright, my aggression plan isn't the best, but we have backpack there, don't take usage of it, and we don't want to get food stuck, so second burrow coming in, and at this point, you know, our creeping's not too fast, we're wobbling a bit, we decided to get dust and circlet. Okay, so here is a decision point. I think I would have preferred to just go hit the base right here, you know, because maybe a creep jack here is decent, but like, entangle, he sees 3 guns, he gets soul burned, immediately TPs. I mean, could have dusted, got the kill. Could have pre-dusted, killed the archer, but whatever. Why buy the dust if you're not going to use it? I mean, obviously, it's easier in hindsight to say that, but taking a lot of damage on our grunts here. Our Fire Lord could be tanking a bit. Don't want to lose that grunt, but we're going to lose that grunt, aren't we? Nope, so we attack the Fire Lord. Try to get the macro off. Oh man, that grunt's really gonna die. Ah, yeah, this game. It's a tough one. Claws of attack. The soul burn on the creeps. Try to reduce the damage, but come on, most of the damage is poison. So it's not as if the flat damage reduction. And this is unfortunate, right? I have a backpack upgrade, but I haven't been utilizing it very much. I should definitely have solves, but we decide to creep because, you know, the ward gives us vision there. I'm not even sure if we're focused on it. This is the situation where, oh, okay, your Fire Lord first intro cheese didn't really go as you expected, right? There's no Demon Hunter to immediately bully. Instead, it's Keeper of the Grove, which causes you to kind of like, I have to compete with creeping. I don't know why I was going to go Torn Totem, but then went Shaman. I mean, but then went the... I think I would have preferred Torn Totem there instead of the... why am I forgetting the name of this building? It's not the Voodoo Lounge. It's not the Torn Totem. It's not the Barracks. It's not the Beastery. It's the Spirit Lodge. There you go. Had to get him there. So we see some manual click salves. The ward there has been giving a lot of vision, but I don't think it was pertinent until now, right? I get to see the expansion. My opponent attacks behind the expansion attempt. So I see what's going on. Nice, my opponent timing, but we get in just a little bit of damage there. We decide to TP after we're getting 2 Huntress kills because we know we have to defend. So not bad. I mean, you know, we got 2 kills, but we see the expansion and we're not... What am I getting? Level 2 Soulburn? No, we get level 2 Incinerate. Okay. Level 2 Incinerate to go with the blades, the claws of attack. I'm spending a lot of money on salves. I see this now. I think I need to go Shamans here instead of Witch Doctors, right? I'm kind of disrespecting the Keeper of the Grove here. Now it's time to attack. So I go with Demolisher. I see, cancel the Demolisher and go with Grunt. I don't like that. I mean, I see why I went Demolisher, because if they were going to attack, I would have wanted it. But we cancel it because we decide to attack instead in a Demolisher. I mean, alright. It's just kind of, I should be building a burrow soon. Now I go to Torn Totem. No Beastery is tough. I think this army needs a Kodo. He's going to go Bears eventually. It's Night Elf, right? Alright, let's see what I'm doing here. When in doubt, creep it out. Now my opponent is probably doing the exact same thing, but at bigger camps. Yeah, what am I doing? I decide to tech to tier 3. Okay. Stomp. Do I get the confirm kill? Okay, I do. I get another claws of attack. Really focus on the item, but I'm losing a grunt. A lot of the micro on trying to confirm the item. I don't think that was necessary. Soul Burn on the Keeper allows us to run away somewhat. I mean, I'm definitely going to be losing units, but not good, not good. So how do I rebuild my army here? I choose Witch Doctors. So lots of claws of attack. My Firelord, hey, it's a decent game for Firelord. So I got Witch Doctors, though, in case the Huntress, though in that case, you just want to go Walkers. I guess I'm also going to Torn Totem, but this is my Torrens and Witch Doctor obsession phase. There was definitely a phase in the ladder which I mean, I still do. Torrens are really good, but oh, this should be a good fight for me, right? Clean up. Yeah, clean up. Sober in that. War Stomp. Do we confirm this? No, we don't confirm that. Very unfortunate. Okay, immediately switch and kill the Huntresses. Oh, this is a bad fight. I feel like this fight should have been won by me if we don't chase the Alchemist, actually. Just kill the units. Too hero-focused, and yeah, those Huntresses could have just been burned down. We had a really good Firelord. I like how we're taking the time to watch this game because the Alchemist baited us, and if we are going to kill the Alchemist in that way, we needed to micro our grunts better, right? Grunts are a sweaty unit, as in you can't just build grunts and let them attack. You better be, oh nice Asasis, but you better be like microing. You better be using the grunts to block. Come on, peon kill. No, this is a lost cause. Ouch. Yep, that looks like game. I mean, this is not much I can do here. Come on, we gotta fast forward this. Am I still staying for a bit? I do. Oh, look, heroic. But make no mistake, this game is not possible. So we eventually get tier 2. I mean, you know, Valiant. I get Tri-Hero. Now, so in theory here, the only other thing I could have meant is maybe instead of healing, you go Serpent Wards here, or you go Hex, and you just try to kill the Keeper, right? Skipping to the interesting point, looks like the case was go for Hex. By the way, the healing ward just blocked the Tauren, and he died. Yeah, Hex could have killed the Keeper there. Even in the jaws of defeat, we see this game, you know, definitely could have been won. We see a hero fixation by me, but an inability to finish that out. Oh, look at my opponent. Gets the Tranquility. Oh my god, gets the Tranquility. That feels bad. Yeah, Tranquility's good. Yeah, GG. Did I GG? I should. Come on, Nick. Let's hope. How salty am I? Do I type GG? Yeah, there you go. Type GG. Let's go. Ah, Swen Phoenix. So Swen Phoenix. I have a bit of a match history now against Swen Phoenix. Would you believe this is the first of many games I run into Swen Phoenix? I'll be right back. I need to get a glass of water. Swen Phoenix requires a glass of water. Watch this build for a bit. Alrighty. So where were we? Alright, so after that devastating Firelord loss, we're running it back. But as you see, this is a variant of the Firelord Grunt build. You see, instead of Firelord Grunts, we're going Firelord Headhunters. So, if you noticed, it's essentially an earlier War Mill. And 16 food, that's the sweet spot. I like how we get the Footman there to confirm it's not Paladin Rifle. Which means, to be honest, there's other heroes we can go. We sometimes go Panda, but no, we do get scouted out. And we see it, but we're going a different build. So we're Incinerate first is an interesting choice, right? The damage adds up quick. You can confirm kills like this better. But you know, looking back on it, was it just lacking in soul burn here? Well, let's see. We decide to go for kills. Do we? No, we decide to go for the Archmage. So I think a misplay by me, right? To decide to go for the Archmage, but that's kind of the nature of Incinerate. Once you start, you really can't stop. So I think a misplay by me, right? To decide to go for the Archmage, but that's kind of the nature of Incinerate. Once you start, you really can't stop. Do I? See, I don't like this. Look at my, oh, so slow, my macro. Oh, disaster. So, man. We sometimes... This is a game that could have been won, but just blame it on some non-experience with the Headhunter variant of this build. But what can I do? What do I have to do? I'm literally looking for a creep that heals. Yes, that one heals. So how can I do this? This is great. Sometimes you got to get creative. So we pull the creep. Yeah. Oh no, netted, Jesus. Okay, but we're gonna still creep, right? Because we need to creep. Build a Headhunter here would be a choice. Alright, we're just going to do this again. Yeah, we got time. We're just deciding to creep it as normal. I like this. Hey, productive. We're waiting for a Voodoo Lounge to build. Okay. Oh no, come on. These ensnares. Okay. Brutal. This is so tough, guys. This is really tough. See, not every game goes perfect. This is kind of the beauty of Warcraft 3. Just when you think you're getting good. Oh no, look at that. Don't chop my... immediately buy things. Alright, so what's the game plan here? We have double barracks. We gotta use them. What are we doing here? We have a peon. Uh-oh, 2 peons we accidentally sent. Were we just not gonna creep that mercenary camp? No, we just did that for fun. Oh man, this game's all over. So we bring 2 peons, we're just doing that? Okay, so we're doing this. We're doing this for real. Okay, I see what we're doing now. This is honestly when you find yourself needing to be aggressive and your food's stuck. Build towers, right? Alright, Swen Phoenix, give me that. I have 0 experience this game. I could have had so much more experience in just a better game in total if instead of going for the Archmage, I go for his units. Kill peasants, kill footmans, all over that. But no, we're trying to fight this expansion. But Swen Phoenix, he's getting the blacksmith up there, right? Yeah. And look, he has army, he has footmen. It's a fair fight. This is not good. You want to have an advantage by now. Now, can we learn our lesson? We're trying to get some incinerate value. The peons there add some distraction. Yeah, we're towering, buddy. Let's go. Unfortunately, the Headhunter micro is not quite there. This Archmage alone takes down these towers, right? Like, this is, ooh, bad. Headhunters versus Footmen and a Fire Lord that doesn't have any items. I don't have Circlet, don't have Claws of Attack. I'm trying to get the towers up here. Maybe I can do something here. Build some more things. I have salves, but I'm not using the salves. Archmage's level 3. I'm level 1. There are no towers going up. This game's absolutely over. There's no chance. Miserable. But, you know, can I continue? No. Old head. Feed an MMR. This is the price we pay. Ouch. I got nothing. No, I got tech. Build a Naga. Let's go. Build a Naga. Keep fighting. Yeah, look, he has weak units. Go for it. Keep fighting. I love it. Yeah, come on, bro. But I just decided to tech tier 3. Look at that. I'm like, let's get a third hero. Yep. Noble. Did I get a kill at least? Okay, yeah, get the units. I've learned my lesson. No, okay. Now we need to kill the hero. No, kill the hero, but your Fire Lord, watch out. Okay. Naga, no, you I'm trying hard here, but behind the expansion. Another barracks, that's gonna seal it. Imagine you double pumping Footmen. And I'm level 1. If I was level 2, obviously it's a different situation. Don't try to get it's very smart he leaves 1 Footman chasing the Naga. Macro pretty poor. But I really want to, I guess, keep fighting, you know. It's noble I'm still in this game, but I don't think it's wise I'm still in this game. Looking back on it, I think the lack of direction once I saw him expand is what ultimately made this game lost. Like, you see him expand, but then you hero focus. Oh no, you wake them up. You get Boots of Speed. Now the Boots of Speed here, let's at least explain the Reckoning, right? We're casting a game that's not going very well, but the Boots of Speed is because, you know, we need to out micro my opponent with the Fire Lord, right? Like, isn't that the only way we win? Oh god, the Mountain King. The only way we have a chance is if we out micro you. So we're gonna need Boots of Speed to do that. And okay, this is good, free damage, right? Our comp is doing its thing. Free damage on the Mountain King. No, it's just creeping in front of my face. Yeah, it's so scary. Get the ignite damage, alright. We get that. Okay, now we need to move the Naga. Okay, no, Naga down. Headhunters were there. Macro off. Too late on the Fortify. Panic macro. Get tier 3. At what point? Tier 3 is only such interesting because if I had something positioned at the tavern, you could pick up a panda right now. But yeah, GG. So that was the first game. They're asking the question, oop, the same, oh my god, the same gold player, Swen Phoenix. He gonna farm me again? Alright, so Swen Phoenix coming at it. Now, how do I react here? Think about this. How do you really adapt? You've just lost a game. What does the old head instinct do? You just lost. And it was tough because we lost in some boneheaded ways. We don't really necessarily feel good for it. Well, why don't we try to go optimize? Alright, we go for the Fire Lord again. Rah me. Have a little peon this micro. But I like how we're trying to go for it again. Patented Fire Lord first with the early grunt. We're trying to do some peon micro there, mess it up. See that? So I found that when the peons go back, that's your best bet. But yeah, see, I still sometimes mess it up. As in, when the peons go back, it's easier to send them back than to send the ones going up past them, because then they sometimes collide. Any orc player knows that when the gold peons collide, you know you've messed it up. So we're going Voodoo Lounge first. Well, not first, but early. And I hope we get some back package, right? You know, back package is a favorite fan build of mine. It's just fun to do, steal some items. But especially in this setting, when you're going Firelord first, because note, I still haven't even made an altar. Now the altar should be coming about when I get 50 wood. We go for this late altar because, you know, we're late on the hero most of the time. Alright, there you go, altar right there. Alright, so decent, I suppose. Now I don't like how long I've been on 4 or 5 gold and I haven't been microing, so I think at this point you may want to just put another one on. Oh, we were going for the backpack. Okay, so now we're going to be on 5 gold. See, if we had better peon usage there and we had 5 on gold, we have enough to immediately make my second grunt. So womp womp, a little slow on the build. Second grunt coming. And we have 5 food for the hero. So we got the backpack. When can we build? We can build the Firelord in 10 seconds. So that means our second grunt here will pick up some items and then pick up the hero. Get another scout there. And we figure that my opponent must be down here because we see the footman coming from that angle, right? Is this a logical idea? I don't know. We scout this expansion. I think it's a little too much. I don't think he'd be at the expansion, but... Alright, so we... a little slow there, a little slow there. Okay, so we load up. We are delayed, and we also have a peon. Oh no, we have a peon. That's by... Okay, get him out there. Where is the human opponent? We don't see the blacksmith, we see the footman, so we're trying to find the archmage. Can't find it. Get the Firelord. There it is. So we missed the opportunity for the item steal. It was at the other expansion. Very unfortunate. So, man, would have been cool. But we're at a better situation, and this time we go lava spawn. So, I actually had a coming to heart about lava spawn. Sometimes I don't... Oh, man, I could have got that kill. But sometimes I don't like lava spawn because it makes the Firelord a little all or nothing. But against the Archmage, I think it's necessary. I've experimented with Soul Burn, I've experimented with Incinerate, but alright, hand over the items there, okay. No, we needed the healing cell, that was kind of the key one there, so, man, I really hate that. Micro, it's tough, look at that, oh my god, just give them it. So what you have to do is you can't, yeah, I'm like struggling right now with keeping up backpack micro. We get a split there, finally. And all of this, man, this is why backpack is that easy to hate mechanic, because it's just difficult to use. And we get the clones, which we like to see. And this is a nice game for spawn fire. Oh no, don't get the cancel on me, Salve and Clarity. This human opponent is really destroying me. And, you know, though we're having a nice little skirmish there, though. I'm still living. I live, right? Yeah, I live. Uh-oh, footman out of nowhere. Good, so I get the salve up. And we do have the elementals coming back. Oh, and we pick up some more salves. Good, so we have a macro move. We pick up some items there. Do we get the split? Oh, unfortunately, it doesn't get the split. Would have loved that. A little... Could use a little more focus fire here. I think I'm glad I got my Firelord back in, because focusing fire on the Archmage there is a decent way to get things rolling. Unfortunately, our elementals weren't doing much damage on units, so even though they were attacking the building, and uh-oh, we're going to be losing grunts here. Thankfully, the Firelord can successfully kind of jockey for space here, but man, you've seen that my opponent missed microing here. It's tough. I have only so much that I can do. And learning, for me, is about seeing what went wrong. And when I watch some of these games, I can feel how like stressed I was in the game. Like, oh, this, that. But I can also see how much I rely on clicking. And how much of this fast clicking movement, like, I need to start using my left hand. Hotkeys, right? Like, a lot of this can be hotkeys. I spend a lot of money on salve. And when you're salving up, you need to creep. So I'm glad I see this value here. Let's see if I don't break my salves, because that's really the skills set here. Don't break your salves when creeping. Okay, good. I decide to get another clarity and salve. Cute. Okay, so backpack on full display here. We're really trying to make use of backpack. Ring of Superiority, little circlet. Finish with the Stronghold and our good creeping location. So nice, we can get a lava spawn split and the burrow finishes, and right in time for our second hero, which we can then pressure that expansion with. Uh-oh, we're trying to find the item, yeah. Now, I think that's the best way to do it. I think sometimes it's simpler to just drop the items. Whew, drop the items, pick up the items, salve the orcs. I know you can micro that out with hotkeys. So now we get Incinerate, so we're feeling a little more auto-attacky. And I wouldn't be surprised here if I get, after the tome, if I also get a circlet here. Get Naga, yeah. Maybe some salves, yeah. Okay, let's do it. Decent push. Now, the presence of mind to cast Elemental early there, yeah, you just go for the Arcane Tower. It's good that your Fire Lord is tanking it, because I think I should have still went on the Arcane there. Decent switch to the Archmage. Now go for the footies. Yeah, now go for the footies. Grunts shouldn't be focus firing, but everything else should be. 2 grunts on the Archmage. Don't like using all the grunts there as one. The grunts don't need to be moving as much. Okay, killing 1 footman, but we lost 2 grunts. We have stopped focusing the Archmage. Good job, heroes. Get back on that. Let Incinerate and Cold Arrows do their thing. Keep it going. Yeah, just sacrifice the Naga. Okay, we had to do that. But macro, not the best. We're going to get some elementals here. I think I probably would have just killed the rifle there. Maybe you would have trusted your opponent's going to buy the potion. But maybe you coming after him forced the potion. So what can you say? Getting some more kills here, but you're about to feed. Level 2 water fire elemental? Yes. We have the replenishment potion, so we're backing. And unfortunate, we just now build our building. So push didn't go well, and our macro slow. We're seeing in these games that don't necessarily go in our favor, it's macro is my biggest drawback here. Alright, so we have level 2 fire elementals, which is, you know what that means. You can always creep, right? Creeping is a great opportunity. Get some real momentum behind us. Creeping this orange spot, probably on the menu, right? And make no mistake, creeping this is what the Fire Lord needs, because it's a hero that scales well with items. Not sure if you guys knew that, but Fire Lord scales very well with items due to the attack animation being so good, so fast. Just a good way to ensure damage in this game. So anything you can do to beef up, and look at that, I'm really trying to get them, come on, to do damage to the fire elemental so hard, right? Oh my god, sometimes. Very low food army here, 29 food, it's not good, human, but this whole mass grunt thing works because you don't lose grunts, and I'll be honest, this game, like, I know this strategy pretty intimately. I do it a lot versus human. I just think it's fun. But it's so important to note that, like, while you have a bunch of beefy grunts, the build's fragile, right? You can't lose grunts. Every time you lose a grunt, like, you lose the ability to just randomly show up to the human space and force them to TP. And, yeah, sometimes I think I just need to respect the double barracks when I go Fire Lord, right? Fire Lord's too fragile of a hero to not have a big wall of grunts behind him. Decent healing ward drop. Just drop that right now, right? I'm dying over here. Yeah, drop that healing ward. Just Warcraft 3 things, right? Getting that healing ward when you're... What am I macroing here? Why did I not want to... Oh, I really wanted the fire elementals to get the attack. I see, nice. I was like, why am I stop attacking, spamming on the grunts? So I'm just not deciding to build army, because I guess I was just saving up my money, but getting some, you know, decent creeping. But my opponent has this expansion. This is, like, questionable. I'm just power creeping, and my opponent has a big old expansion that they're just mining off of, and, like, you know, the momentum of these two heroes is slowly fading. I am using cold arrows to creep. It's very inefficient, you know, I'm essentially using these healing wards so I can save money on salves because I still need grunts to operate. Finally building a serviceable army. You should definitely maybe sell that talisman of evasion. It's not going to do much for you. And I need an army. I need an orc burrow. Okay, maybe we get Tauren immediately. One Tauren would help. Cancel the second dog. No, yeah, get the master healing. Oh, look at that. The human in front of me. So, the hubris. So we get the tier 3. We don't... And this is a tough one. Tough one to win, right? We decide to use the big mana potion because why not? Does the Spirit Walker die? No. So the Spirit Walker lives. Stasis ward. And why am I running away here? Just keep attacking the way I see it. Running away here is questionable. I would prefer to be doing DPS with my 2 ranged heroes this whole time. Okay, now I'm doing the damage. Oh, look at that. Did you see me automatically attack? I can see the panic behind all of my clicks. This game's not going well, and it's already late at night, feeling bad that I'm getting farmed by the same human opponent. I just skilled Incinerate and then turned it off. My Naga has 2 skill points, ladies and gentlemen. My Naga has 2 skill points that I have not skilled. This is a rough game. My Tauren is out. My Naga is still no mana. Rough one. My hero levels aren't bad, but you know how my opponent has this whole army and expansion, and I currently am tier 3 with 25 food and still fighting as if there's a chance this game. No, I'm staying too long here. Staying too long, ain't nothing I can do. I must have been tilted. Save the TC. Dong. Alright. Fire. Okay, healing ward. Let's go. Nah, the Knights, come on. GG it. Yeah. Okay, good. I'm glad present Nick and past Nick had the same, you know, I'm not feeling good. I'm donating my MMR. And it, you know, it doesn't necessarily, I'm not trying to say these rankings mean everything, but you know, we're all a little ego heads sometimes. And it felt bad that I was losing to a gold player. What? The system has deemed me higher ranked than you. Doesn't that mean I'm supposed to win against you using less effort? Well, that's your Warcraft 3, you know, we got that effort-based gaming over here. It's tough. So I'm queuing up. See, look at that. He is, my opponent's now higher MMR than me. I've been donating MMR, and uh-oh. Old head's trying to win this time. I'm really like, okay, I cannot lose again. It's the 3rd time I'm playing this opponent. So we go altar first. No Firelord. No experimentation. Let's just focus up. That's, I suppose, what's going on in my head. Oh, and we already mess up the peon micro. Looking at yourself in the past, you can feel, you know, how sweaty I am. Go, barracks. Why am I, what am I doing? I'm thinking, look at that. I'm actively thinking like, do I train peon? Yeah, okay, I do. So I'm thinking about my strategy. And in my head, I'm thinking, oh God, what do I do here? I could go Farseer Barracks, I could go Grunts, I could go Farseer Mass Headhunters. You see, I'm thinking about it, the War Mill. Do I go, you know, because what is my opponent doing? This is the interesting part when you face the same opponent, right? I've now faced this opponent 3 times in a row. So what am I going to do? Well, I decide to go Farseer. And we decide to just Farseer and tech. Yeah. Look at that. We decided that we're going to Farseer fast tech. 1 burrow, 1 Farseer, 1 dream. How is this going to go? Okay, so we can't... Excuse me. How is this going to go, right? We can't leave our opponent just thinking we're a Firelord one-trick, right? Firelord Andy. Oh, Farseer, though. Love the Farseer. A little... How many... Okay, good. 7 peons? Upgrade. Nice. So I'm glad I did this build right, because you're supposed to have your tier 2 tech before your hero even comes out, and the second burrow to keep those peons safe, and then I'd maybe War Mill here. Nah, okay. Voodoo Lounge is decent. Voodoo Lounge is decent, so what is my human opponent going to do, though, in response? Maybe now you War Mill, yeah. I should do this build more often. I like it. I'm already teching, Voodoo Lounge, War Mill. I mean, yeah. Looks good. Who needs the grunts? Who needs that stuff? I already got a Farser coming out.
My eyes are open.
And I'm glad I did the fast tech. Let's do a completely different pace. And I'm seeing that my opponent has, those first two games, eluded me. Swen Phoenix with a nice deny there. But now I know my opponent's keen to deny, so I have to, you know, make it a little harder. He denies again, but I have wolves on him, which is not bad. Oh, and the peons running away is not bad as well. Maybe kill the footman? Yeah, okay, kill the footman's decent. See, but I've kind of telegraphed it. My opponent just killed his own footman. My opponent had another footman loss. So my Farseer is at 0 XP. Despite the harass being effective, I'm at 0 HP. My human opponent is tanking all that damage just to kill the wolf. Ooh, am I going to get the creep kill here? Oh, no. So I'm gonna see if I can just kill the Archmage then. Oh, this is such a tense situation. Oh, he gets the last hit and the parry out. So, Farseer, what a skill-based hero. As in, you know, if I had the hands of focus and I was in Farseer, this game is probably already over, right? But I have a lot of resources, and I've been particularly pesky. Oh, look! And I love how the creeps are still alive, allowing my wolves here to do some damage. Yes, go wolves. And when you haven't played Farseer in a while, you really can... Oh, nice. The wolf get the kill on the troller. Okay, so I walk away with a little bit of experience. My head held high. I research backpack, immediately switch that. I say, no, I'm not trying to research backpack and get a Shadow Hunter. So this is Shadow Hunter Farseer, which is a nice hero combination versus human because it's very early tempo for your fast tech. Do I get a kill? Yeah, and a resummon. So, okay, nice. We're putting pressure on the human expansion this time in a more dynamic, I would say, standard way than our normal Fire Lord, right? The Fire Lord aims to catch the opponent off, catching them by surprise, but this opponent has not been caught off at all. So instead, we're going double bestiary into Shadow Hunter, and the Farseer now is amped, ready to go with salves. What do we see? We see peasants. Peasant! Yes, me lord. Alright. Yeah. Now, we're not even going to try to chase after that one, alright? Because just kill the peasant in front of you that's building the expansion. You don't need to chase too much. Now, this one, that can chase. So, very nice here, me getting these peasant kills. Feels great. Yeah, I think we're just going double raider, maybe? Now, my human opponent still has pretty low health, which is not good. Not good for them at all. Hex here will get a real surprise. Okay. Need some damage, though. Wolf summon? Wolf and Hex. Oh, can you imagine how good it would be if the Shadow Hunter could summon wolves, too? Wolves Hex, please. Okay, no, don't die! So UTP, nice. I recall this move. You actually stay with the Shadow Hunter. Spirit Wolves there, yeah, and then you go in with the Wyverns. You have the salves, back up. So this pressure feels good. Can you imagine if the Shadow Hunter with Hex just like can be equipped? Alright, let's go. So Swen Phoenix, this game, right, had that fast tech. And the fast tech allows me to come out with the Shadow Hunter at a way blistering pace. Like, all of a sudden, the Shadow Hunter's there. So isn't it interesting that even though we were trading heroes and the Farseer and the Archmage had to both TP and escape at the same time? Well, no, this early Shadow Hunter gives me this extra hero that, yeah, I just don't take the TP back home. And what? Swen Phoenix again. Alright, so now we're 2-1. Right, we're now 2-1. And Swen Phoenix... absolute legend, chasing after my hard-earned diamond. I'd say, yeah, at the time this was recorded, I was around 1,350 MMR. Now we are 1424. I think we're like 1424. We peaked at 1436, but our win percentage not bad. This game, though, I wonder what we're gonna do here. I wonder if the barracks is going to make a Looks like it is. Yep. Okay, so we're changing it up again. That first win was due to the super early expansion. But honestly, now after watching back, I'm like, yeah, why don't I do that build more often? I like it. Little one burrow tech. Never hurt nobody. So we're training peons. I have a habit, now that I realize it, you know how other opponents seem to APM spam? I think I have a habit to hover over the icons I want to click. Just waiting in anticipation. Ah, Blade Master. Okay, so now we're going Blade Master versus Human. So Blade Master versus Human, I mean, this is an old school style, I guess. And it requires, in my opinion, a certain level of grunt awareness. You need to be aware that grunts are as follows. They are a high HP unit that does low damage, right? So you can't just like footman send them somewhere, because if you just like send 3 grunts to hit a target, every time they take like burrow damage or like militia damage, like, well, all the grunt has is that spongy HP pool. That's what makes it good. So you're like using its best part, and you're only getting out of it very low DPS. Whereas footmen, it's very different. You can spam footmen; they have pretty good DPS to cost ratio, and they can surround things well. So the DPS is good. So meanwhile, grunts though, they have like a big body and they can block well. And even when they're moving, they have such high HP that a grunt, I think, can be effective just when blocking. So the Blade Master, on the other hand, has such high DPS that in order to be effective, you need to be essentially attacking all the time. So you can do the math there. Grunt should be blocking things. The Blade Master should be hitting things. We go circle it, sell the TP. Footman here getting that little scout in. We've seen my opponent do that, and we've also seen them scout. Try to creep the expansion. So we're doing that, but we know we don't want to get too behind. So we are going Blade Master into circlet. Just me, I like to, if I can't find my opponent immediately, creep on their side. Because the whole reason I'm going Blade Master Circlet is I want a high impact whatever. I just want something high impact, right? I want to do something so my opponent has to respond. And sometimes, okay, if I can't find you immediately, I'll just creep. And this is, this game. We have Blade Master versus MK. So, this is a game versus the same opponent. So this is about switching styles. Blade Master into MK is exactly what we want. I'm glad we're not going MK into Farseer. But, maybe my opponent went Mountain King because he sees me do the successful Farseer the first game. And because I lost the first 2 games, he's thinking, oh, well, he's definitely going to go Farseer again. So this is an important, I believe, stun. I have to dodge here with Windwalk. If he tries to stun my Blade Master, I think it's important to be elusive here, putting on some damage there. Maybe we'll lose a unit here, but we're feeling decent. As long as the Blade Master is doing damage with the circlet, we're getting value from the circlet, and we don't like the Mountain King to creep at all, so nice. So we get the Windwalk pseudo block, right? We don't block the damage entirely, but you definitely need to trade Windwalks for Stormbolts there, because if you Windwalk and the Stormbolt connects, well, the follow-up damage from the Mountain King and the Footman, that's the danger. So this Grunt there is full health, so you're scouting. I actually really like my decision to keep the Grunt active there, because you don't want to lose presence of where the opponent is. And now I get to staff back. Fun little situation. Actually nab the tome and don't get anything else, but hey, we're here, and we're doing damage to the Mountain King. I really just liked my presence there. I don't like to... Oh, no. Oh, no. The bash. Oh, I was praising my own play. And then, yeah, I liked my idea of it staffing into getting killed. But no, look at the aggression. I mean, I have boots of speed. My grunts aren't going to do anything chasing, so you might as well turn on the footman and try to get that kill. Because the Mountain King has been zoned out. So, yes, hero versus no hero, let's farm. Farm your footman. He knows I have to get out of there. So the buyback, I mean, in that case, I think the buyback was necessary. I don't like to really talk tavern and buyback level 1, level 2 heroes, but, we are often a momentum-based player. We got Blade Master versus MK here, and this is a so far a best of 4. The 4th time I've run into the same player. We are creeping now. We are keeping in mind how much health did the MK have? MK had low health right now. You know, so my opponent is not going to be really aggressive with the Mountain King on the map, so it gives me an opportunity, I think, to creep somewhat in the center of the map. This is faster than, say, creeping and going home, because what I want to do is go home and buy stuff in the shop. But I stay a little bit in the middle, but I do so because I have a pretty firm belief that the Mountain King won't be there. So I'm pretty wood starved, so I decided to build 2 more peons. Maybe sell the Cloak of Shadows here if I'm really looking at it rationally. I'm kind of running out of money. Money starved right now, but it would be a good Berserker Strength. Yes, I mean Brute Strength. So nice macroed to the best of my ability, low resources. We are spending a lot of stuff. And what are we going to try to do here, right? Build a burrow. What can I say? Human opponent is off doing God knows what now. The human opponent is probably maybe level 3 Mountain King if you militia creep it well. Shadow Hunter. Ooh, I would maybe start that creep camp looking back on this game. But no, we decide to get in, and good. We were right on the level 3, but we get another wind walk, dodging the storm ball. It's really important there. Like, it sounds like a small detail, but if my Blade Master was able to get focus fired there, I already have half health. So with every footman that runs away, it's less DPS he has. So that's actually what you want. We don't mind that. Once we get a Hex in, you know we're doing damage, but the Blood Mage comes out at the roar's time. We decide to Hex the Blood Mage there. We were kind of waiting for it, but dude, these bashes are insane. Can I get the kill? We decide to Hex, but we need to Hex when... Yeah, good. So we can't Hex and then attack with the BM. We need to attack with BM and then Hex. Get that DPS. Now, the Blade Master is so low, but I oddly need his DPS still, right, to finish all some of these kills. So the Blade Master can't run home just yet. You can get a few more chops in. Come on, Blade Master. There you go. Get a few more chops in, Blade Master. Not quite dead yet. Okay, that's 1 hit. You can take that. This is why the Circlet is so good, by the way. Circlet, that extra 2 strength, is extra 50 HP. It's also extra HP regen. It allows your Blade Master, look at the regen. If I didn't have Circlet, it'd be harder. Oh no, he buys back the Mountain King, gives it mana. All of a sudden, that Mountain King is going to have mana. My Shadow Hunter's dead, right? Like, yeah, you just can't do anything about that. This is... Whew, Swen Phoenix, making me sweat. So you might as well get those grunts to run home. Yeah, because you're going to lose heroes here. The Shadow Hunter is back and better. I'm really trying to go for this kill here, huh? This is dangerous. These games I play. Maybe a Spirit Walker would be nice there. Okay, Spirit Walker. Bolt down, and we lose 2 grunts. So we run away with our tail between our legs. And Blood Mage is online. What can you say? It's a tough hero to win against. But our Shadow Hunter got us a deceptive amount of experience that encounter. So we are ahead on the level 2 hero. As in, their Blood Mage is lower level than our... Hey, remember that video I put out? How to lose a game you should be winning? My opponent's doing it. Attack too much. As in, my opponent was winning there, as I think had a good engagement. But to win now, you just don't have the sustainability. This is what I need. I need this hero kill. Can I get it? Oh, and my Blade Master, don't die! Healing Wave! Oh no, my opponent gets the kill too. So, my opponent is trading damage, but I don't think this is good for my opponent. Even though the Blade Master loss was regrettable. I mean, do you see my opponent doing game-ending damage here? No. I see my opponent throwing and potentially, yeah, having to TP away. You could have lost that if I was maybe a little more keen-sighted on hexing later, but I digress. My opponent would have been better off, I think, just creeping or expanding there, but we do have an opportunity and a decision point. We expand, so let's, in your mind, keep this moment, because we decided to go tier 3. Now, many games in the Orc player's library, when you're thinking about a lost game, man, what could I have done? How could I have done? In my opinion, it always comes down to this: when do I tech to tier 3? Now, I like to tech to tier 3 after something good's happened. Oh, I'm attacking my opponent's base, have the resources, attack tier 3, right? Because if things go well, you win more. If things go bad, well, I'm at tier 3 and back in my shop. They try to attack back, all of a sudden they're facing Torrens and, Orb of Lightning. Ouch, that's a common scenario. It's also because you're trying to get them Witch Doctor healing, but as you see, you're already going for the Witch Doctor adept training. Get another burrow there. I would probably like fortified here, but run into the human player and we get bolted. But thankfully we have Spirit Link. So Spirit Link allows me to quickly go back onto the Mountain King without fear of my Shadow Hunter dying too good. And this is what I mean by grunts need to be doing some body blocking for the rest of the army. The Walker has more DPS, the Blade Master. Oh, my blade is just tiptoeing around. Should have been autoing, but unfortunately my macro is a little my blade was just walking instead of chopping. Get one more chop, boots of speed. Level 3 blade. Okay, good. We needed that chop. We really needed that chop because now blade can kind of solo this. Yeah, right? Yeah. Spirit Link. Blade can do some damage, but we decide to no more buying heroes back from taverns. I remember actually, as I was playing this, in my head I was like, no more tavern rebuys right in here. I'm going to collect my losses like a sensible work up 3 player. Alright? I know we just got the kill, but I'm not going to get crazy on it. And I like this decision, right? Because we are teching to tier 3. We have a power spike we've invested in, right? We've invested all this money into tier 3. So to push it, to play the map more, to try to bait another fight, it's like, no, maybe we should use our awards. I would like some vision. I like how we're getting claws of attack, but let's get some Witch Doctor vision on the map so I can more confidently make some of these moves. By the way, definitely wrong call on building another Witch Doctor. Just get Master Training. You don't have double Spirit Lodge, so I think Master Training is really quick. And really important to get, because after you get Master Training, did you know that every Witch Doctor that comes out of the Spirit Lodge has mana ready to cast a healing ward? So, yeah, it's a really important upgrade. You don't need to have your Witch Doctors first to gain mana like you did in the old days. See, in the old days, it was important to have some Witch Doctors out and then get Master Training, because, the Doctors spawned with 150 mana and you needed 200, so. But now it's changed. So we have a Tauren. That means, alright, we're allowed to fight on the map again, right? Because you have a Tauren, that means you have something else to maybe deal with the Mountain King frontline, not just your Blade Master. Blade Master will always be Spirit Walk, though. The amount of walkers is it's not a front line, but it provides so much Spirit Link. Pendant of Mana, not bad. I think my Blade Master could have been Windwalked somewhere else here. I don't like siphoning experience from Shadowhunter when you need Shadowhunter healing level 2 here. And my decision to go back here, you can tell that I'm a little cautious about losing my, in my head, reported lead, right? Maybe Orb of Lightning is an important pickup here. Maybe another decision point is, do you sell some items and go for a tiny haul? Well, it looks like I have a pretty formidable army, so much so that I'm deciding to do my hotkeys over again. Look at this, I'm building all of my melee, got it. So there's my melee, and then there's my range, look at that. And I've finally stalled enough time to get Orb of Lightning. And the Orb of Lightning is on the Shadowhunter, LOL. Go, Shadowhunter gets to drop it off to the Blade Master, and our ultimate fighting army is almost complete. Dude, item, micro will be the death of me. Another stop we need to go by, this 51 food's not good. If we're going to do 51 food, just kill a peon, right? Another item we need to get, Potion of Invulnerability, as we are probably on our way to attack the human or try to run into the human creeping. When I look back on this game, though, I'm getting nervous. Isn't the Mountain King creeping right now? Oh no. The expansion, the dread expansion. How long has it been up? No bother. We must attack. We must fight it. So Spirit Walkers, pretty effective versus any residual footmen in the army. Definitely want to kill these peasants. They're pretty great experience. You don't want to just let them get away for no reason. Nice. Maybe get 2. Oh, just 1. Could have got more experience. But are you going to run into my stasis wards? Let's go. Stasis wards kind of allowing me to get some damage in here. Here they come. Oh no, immediately attacked. Torrens, though, doing their thing, taking damage, and my Blade Master goes on the Priest. So it's very important. If you're facing human, you gotta put pressure on the Priest, right? The Priests are like, you know, there's so much of the sustainability. They deny so much of your sustainability with Spirit Link. And I'm getting banished, but we disenchant the banish, and oh no, we need to hex the Mountain King just to survive there. Another healing ward is down, which is good. Whenever my opponent's chasing my hero with all those rifles, I know that's good for me because the army back at the real fight is getting destroyed. We get mirror image there because I know what sort of game this is looking like. One of those where I should be using mirror image there to break the mana drain, but instead I use Potion of Involn. Not bad. And yeah, this is looking not bad. We have the 2 Torrens, still hasn't died. The healing totem is unfortunately just a little out of range, so the Torrent does die, but man, that Torrent on the top is just soloing that army. There we go. So Torrens, Witch Doctors, we're able to get the W. So there you have it. It's 2-2 now. It's 2-2 against Swen Phoenix. And we're feeling like, okay. Let's do it again, So we immediately queue back up, and what? We find Swen Phoenix again. Looks like the tables have turned. You farmed me 2 games back to back. Now I have farmed you 2 games back to back, and here it is, the ultimate game decider. So how does it go? Well, we go Altar of Storms. We go Burrow. And by the looks of it, if I could predict my build right now, because these games were played a while, well, this was recorded a while enough ago that I legitimately do not know the build used on this game. It looks as if we may be going for an early barracks, not a late one. So that means grunts, no headhunters. Grunts into, we've done Grunt into Farseer, we've done Grunt into Blade Master, we've done Firelord into 2 unsuccessful games. But let's see, maybe I'm thinking if it's not broke, don't fix it approach, right? Maybe the games were going so well, I'm deciding, alright, let's just do the same thing as normal. Now my opponent must be regretting the Mountain King pick there, because Mountain King into Blade Master is rough. Farseer. Alright, so we're going back on Farseer. Yeah, Blade Master game was a little shaky. I didn't like being level 2 and losing my Blade Master so many times to Bash. That was unfortunate. I feel like Boot to Speed and Bash is like, it's kind of anti-synergy. I don't know how to say it, but like when the opponent has Bash, it can just catch your Blade Master way more often in these like random things, but that's dangerous for a Boots of Speed Blade Master because when you bought Boots of Speed, you want to make use of that movement speed, so you're usually like moving back and forth. You require that in order to do your game plan, but all of a sudden you get bashed and you're taking like 100 damage additional. So, okay, your Boots of Speed is not as useful now because you have low HP and the threshold of your harass has been reduced. So, Bash was effective there. Must explore there first, my guy. So we're going for that aggressive Voodoo Lounge. Love to see it. Into the early grunt. This is like, you know, the build you go when you just want to play absolutely standard, and why not? We've clearly set that me and Swen Phoenix are evenly matched pretty much in terms of mechanics, right? Like 2 and 2. We get a little bit of damage there on the footman, and I'm down for it. We want to put pressure on every unit because we're building this Voodoo Lounge in the middle of the base. I mean, in the middle of the map. So every unit that gets low HP makes it harder for you to move across the map and, I don't know, maybe see it. I like the aggressive decision to do damage on the scout because normally you can ignore it, go for the Archmage. I know they're creeping, but I don't know. Maybe I like to creep as well. Farseer level 2 is a way different beast than Farseer level 1, right? Tome of Knowledge, my favorite pickup. You know, it's like you're actually wearing the Ring of Superiority. It's just in tome form. Need to get these 2 Murlocs. Oh no, the human opponent, Swen Phoenix. Pretty nice last hits this game from Swen Phoenix. So we're doing an age-old maxim, which is send wolves on Archmage. And yeah, it's effective, right? The wolf is fast, the archmage is fast. You know why it works. We're building the Voodoo Lounge, appropriate timing, as both players, me and Swen, are trying to attack each other's summons. I do get the water elemental, which is pretty nice. It's like getting 2 wolves and a little bit more. So the water elemental is hard to kill, but eventually you can. And now we have what? The wolves attacking the archmage. That we need to tech, right? Tech. We're doing some damage on my macros, and my ability to tech is being denied by my own human, like, limits. Come on, Nick, tech! Oh, it's already teched. That sometimes happens. I forget I've teched. Thank gosh, I'm watching my own games. I'm so, like, mortified to see if I would have missed the tech, but no, I did get the tech. Nice. And we see Swen Phoenix on the expansion. Now, I would have loved to already have level 2 for Chain Lightning, but okay, good. Instead, just kill that. Get level 2 off your peasants. Let's do that. Level 2 off your peasants, just that classic Farseer. And you know what? It's interesting because Swen Phoenix right now, like, this is not good, Swen Phoenix. You do not want to be just feeding the peasants like this. I think you need to react way faster to the damage. Send in militia too, right? Send in militia. There needs to be a clear, present militia threat to flush this out. Wolves go on the Archmage, and now it's time to salve up. Yeah, salve my Archmage. Wolves, can you kill that? Yeah. Water Elemental taking damage again. Oh, it gets denied. So tough. My opponent was doing really well on the denies there, and just little things like this, like having the Footman attack my Farseer there. Grunt gets a kill there, cool. Just doing lots of damage here, completing the stronghold. So what do? Immediately buy the hero, which is great. And now we're going to get some items from the shop. So, you know, we don't have backpack. Instead, we just go shop. And I like the potion there, too, because we're really trying to make a statement. Frost arrows could have been pulled on. Oh, no, grunts. Okay, good. Those grunts will live. Will I get speed scrolled? Chain lightning! Oh, this is a good chain lightning. Okay, good. Heal up. Yeah! So, you know, we did a little bit of everything. We did a little bit of the aggression, a little bit of the new. The Fire Lord didn't quite work. We got a nice fast tech in there, but we were able to, you know, reclaim that lost MMR and make it happen again. So, hey, guys, that was... Shoosh. That was a lot, right? That was a lot of games. That was 5 straight human matches in a row versus the same player. Really good game, Swen Phoenix. If you guys like the channel, if you enjoy Warcraft as much as I do, please give me a follow. I really enjoyed all the comments, all the support. You can really tell that this effort-based game has a hook on a lot of people. So, you know, I got so many more matches in the tank, so many cool replays to go over, and I have been trying to experiment with Tinker a bit, right? Yeah, Tinker I think has some potential, especially getting level 2 upgrade and level 1 factory. The amount of little gobos you get and headhunters is really good. You can spam that and it's crazy. But I digress. That's for another video and at the time. If you guys like this one, you know what to do. Subscribe. But I'll see you later. Peace.